we have to talk about Bonk today. And Bonk has been doing some pretty weird things lately inside the headlines, right? We know that they had a treasury hack and they lost $20 million from a hack from their treasury wallet. So we're going to talk about what's going on with Bonk, what's going to happen inside of the 2027 bull market with Bonk, and will Bonk recover from this? Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. And shout out to the subscriber who mentioned Bonk and wanted me to go over this. But let's get into Bonk. As you can see, we're down 18% in the last week, 26.9% in the last 2 weeks, 31% in the last month, and 91% in the last year. Bonk is currently sitting at $275 million inside of market cap, and the volume is pretty good at 83 million, right? I know most people though want to know, what is Bonk going to do price wise? What are we going to do on the charts here? And we're going to cover that in a second here, but it's very important to know why Bonk is, dumping currently and why it's continuing. So there was a hack. So let's just read this right now. Bonk DAO was the target of a malicious governance proposal, resulting in an estimated $20 million worth of Bonk tokens being drained from the Bonk DAO treasury. During the investigation, Bonk DAO identified the exchange wallets used to purchase Bonk ahead of the proposal. Bonk DAO is currently actively working with exchanges, bridges, and Solana Foundation to best manage the situation. Law enforcement has been notified. Bonk DAO continues to work with relevant parties to recover funds and identify those responsible. So they lost $20 million. $20 million inside of a proposal. So someone made some type of malicious governance proposal and was like, hey, you must give $20 million to this wallet. And I guess it worked, right? So that's pretty much what happened in Bonk. People didn't get hacked, right? Regular wallets, it didn't get hacked. It was a governance proposal. They have to fix their governance proposals. They have to do some editing on there. They have to make sure that that is straight. And I think that's the process that they're going through right now to make sure that never happens again. But I don't think this is going to affect the future of Bonk. I don't think it's going to affect the future of Bonk at all. I think this is normal. This happened on the 13th of July. Not many people are talking about it now. But I think that is not going to affect things as much as people are saying. Now, there was an update on it, and they said, as we shared on July 6th, I guess it happened on July 6th, but a governance proposal moved assets out, blah, blah, blah. The Bonk token itself was not compromised. This is what they're saying. They said that they've since recovered from then, and they flagged those wallets. They said no user funds or wallets were affected. Bonk is safe to hold and trade. You may notice precautionary labels on Bonk are temporary pauses on deposits or withdrawals on some exchanges, but they're saying that everything is good. And yeah, it was only a treasury hack, right? They didn't hack regular people's wallets, right? And Bonk is also doing some big things that's going to make it really, really big in the meme coin space, right? As we all know, Robinhood has just now created their own blockchain. Bonk is also available on Robinhood as well. But Robinhood created its own blockchain, and Bonk has now a launchpad that launches directly on Robinhood chain. So that's pretty big. You can do launchpad onto Robinhood chain, a bunch of Robinhood chain coins here. I think that's a really, really big thing for Bonk to be able to accomplish that and to do. It doesn't look like much money is circulating on the chain, right? But eventually I think that this launchpad can gain some momentum, right? Robinhood chain has a lot of money on it, but this launchpad is moving a little bit slow, right? And a lot of projects have launchpads nowadays, so it's really like it's no big deal to a lot of people nowadays, right? But let's go ahead and talk about the technical analysis, because I know that's what you guys want to see. Now, Bonk continues to create new all-time lows. I actually had to move this Fibonacci down here because you got to go from the swing high to the swing low. So now we got to go all the way down here. It's going to probably continue to create some new lows because of this. This right here is called bullish divergence. This is the MACD on the weekly chart. Bullish divergence is classified by lower lows on the charts and higher lows on the MACD. You could see here that we're about to create another higher low on the MACD. probably going to be right around here. You're going to see that selling pressure. You're going to see it come up. And then you're going to end up seeing this push up some more. And then the bullish divergence is finished around here. And then that's when you see the breakout, right? But the bullish divergence isn't finished yet. It has to make another lower low. So what we're going to end up seeing here with this weekly chart, we're probably going to end up seeing Bonk coming down to all these zeros and 2. Well, I'm just going to say 2. There's too many zeros, right? 5 zeros after the decimal place. We're saying 5Z2, right? I think it's going to come down to 5Z2, right? So that's where I think that Bonk will come down. I think it might even come down to 5Z1. And then it could probably, I don't think that it'll add on a 0, but I think it could even go all the way down to 5Z1. Now, 5Z2 is more realistic right now because the bear market is almost over, right? I believe by October, because then that would be a full year of a bear market. So I believe by October, it'll be fully over. So yeah, by October, I think Bonk will be good. And it's like the end of July. So we got August, September, October. Like we literally got like two months left, 2.5 months until like the end, in my personal opinion. So I think Bonk is good. It might go down to 5Z2, so it'll go down a little bit from here. But I think getting in right now, this is a good price for Bonk, personally, I think. Because it's at 275 million market cap, and people were buying up Bonk heavy, right? They were buying up Bonk heavy all the way back here when it was at 4 billion market cap, right? So if y'all are buying it at 4 billion, why don't you want to buy it at 275 million? And this is the thing, right? People want to buy high and sell low. But how are you going to make money doing that? You got to buy low and sell high, right? People were loving Bonk in the billions of market cap, right? When Bonk was worth billions of market cap, like billions of dollars in their market cap, people absolutely loved Bonk, right? But now it's worth 10 times less than that, and people are like, I don't want to touch it. I just want to buy it when it's expensive and sell it when it's cheap, right? That's how people are looking at it. So I'd be extremely careful looking at it like that. Now, the daily chart, same thing, bullish divergence, right? Bullish divergence. You got higher lows on the MACD, lower lows on the chart. What we're going to end up seeing is still another, this is the next lower low that we have on the daily, and that's why you're just seeing this happen. And that this is what happens inside of bearish divergence or bullish divergence. Literally, you're printing out lower lows on the charts, and you're printing out higher lows on the MACD. It's so simple. It's very, very, very simple. Now, as you can see here, it does look like we might have a push up here and some buying pressure coming in, but we're still going through bullish divergence. So I do expect it to possibly come up here to the 50-day at 5Z4, possibly. I gotta say that, and then having a pullback possibly to 5Z2, right? So possibly pulling back to that 0.000, a bunch of zeros and 2 area. So pulling back the 2, I think we can do that. But there's a possibility that we can hit 4 at that 50-day moving average before we pull back to 2. All right. So before we pull back to 5Z2, I think we might hit 5Z4, get rejected, and then come down. Right. Now, some might say, oh, we have a 50-day moving average up here. Well, first we got to get past our bullish divergence. And then after that, yeah, then we can be looking up all the way there. And see, the beautiful part about this, let's say Bonk goes down to 0.00. Let's say it goes down to 5Z2, right? Bonk going from 5Z2 to the 200-day moving average at 5Z6 is a 200% gain. And that is the 200-day moving average. So when Bonk hits, if it hits 5Z2 and it goes all the way up to 5Z6, which is the 50-day, which is 100% going to do it, and we're likely going to do it. Or I can't say 100%, right? Because I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I got to say like 99%, right? But for me personally, I think that is easy trade. Literally easy money, 200% gain. Bonk, easy money, right? Just got to wait for it to go down to 5Z2. Let's say you got in now and then got out at the 200-day, then you would be looking at only 100% in gains, because 3 times 2 is 6. So as you can see right there, 100% if you do it right where we're at now. If you wait till it goes down to 5Z2, you got 200%. So I think Right now is a good entry price, but 5Z2 is an even better entry price. And at that point, I mean, you're going to be stacking up. Like if Bonk hits big numbers again, you're going to be stacking up. Imagine taking Bonk all the way from down here just up to this Fibonacci. I mean, at that point, you're looking at 700%. Imagine taking Bonk from there to the previous all-time high, and then at that point, you're just up so much. At that point, you're almost up 3,000. Well, you are up 3,000% at that point, right? So I would not be worried about the price of Bonk right now, right? If you're one of those people, you're like, oh, I've been holding the whole time. If you've been holding the whole time, do not sell your Bonk or do not sell anything, right? If you've been holding the whole time and you have a good project that you know is going to do well in the future, why would you sell now at the end of the bear market, right? You should have been sold that thing. If you haven't sold Bonk yet, you better stay in. If you haven't bought any Bonk yet, I'm not going to tell you to buy, obviously, because that'd be stupid. Proceed with caution. But I'm a big advocate of buying low and selling high. It's pretty low, but it could go lower, and you need to be aware of that. It could continue to create lower lows, right? We have an easy resistance right here, and that is that's 5Z5. So easy resistance right there. Just marking these levels for you guys so then you can look at it on your own charts. And then we have an easy level right here, 5Z764. So we're looking at 764 there. And you can see what I'm doing here. I'm literally just going to everywhere where we've had supports, right? Everywhere where we had good support and good resistance, that's what you're going to want to look at. Oh, we had a double bottom right there. Just so also happened to have some resistance as well. So these are different levels that you want to watch out for on Bonk on the way up. All right, 5Z5, 7, and 8. All right, so this is all I got for you guys today. Go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Shout out to the subscriber who wanted me to go over this. Shout out to all the members of the channel. If you're a member, let me know what you guys want me to go over next. If you're a subscriber and no members have requested anything yet, I'll go over what you want me to go over, just like this Bonk video. Only a subscriber asked for this, not a member of the channel, but no members requested videos, so I went ahead and went over this. So if you're not a member, you can make requests too, but I'm gonna go over the members request first. All right, and check out the link in the description for AdvantageFi. Go ahead and check out AdvantageFi. Link in the description for this. You can do some DeFi perps trading on the base platform, right? So go ahead and check that out. Link in the description on there. Up to 500x leverage. And guess what? You can trade Bonk, right? Not much volume going on with Bonk on here, but you can trade Bonk on here, right? You could trade Bonk all the way up to 20x leverage. All right, so go ahead and check that out. Link in the description, and check out the crypto and options edge group. Link in the description for that. It's $98 a month. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. We have the trading mastery course, and then we have the war room chat where we discuss a bunch of different stuff. All right, so this is all I got for you guys today. Again, hit the like button and subscribe as always. I'll be back with another video.